Never in my life did I think that I would witness the racism and complete disregard for an entire human race. So I need to talk about it. The refugee camp that Israel bombed, killing hundreds, like over 400, they said they thought there was one Hamas commander there. One. And instead of going in with their special forces and their billions of dollars of aid and their technology where they can intercept calls and, know if this Hamas commander is there, how to get him, they knew hundreds of civilians were residing there. They bombed it, knowing they would kill hundreds. To them, they were willing to sacrifice hundreds of Palestinians for one Hamas member. One. Is that not that's one of the most insane things I've heard. And then the fact that there's people out there defending that, saying that that's okay. If there were 400 Israelis killed for one Hamas member, none of you would be okay with it. But you're okay with it because you view an Israeli life over Palestinian life. And you prove that time and time again. And then you have the audacity to say that you care about Palestinian lives. You care about them, but you think it's okay to kill hundreds of them for one Hamas member. And then I post about a baby, an unborn baby that was taken from a pregnant woman's stomach who was killed in an airstrike. And instead of taking one moment to mourn this child and have sympathy for this child, just 1 second, just 1 second for this child, you immediately make it about Hamas. You say, well, what about Hamas? You can't, you don't have a single ounce in your entire body that you can just care about Palestinians for 1 second. You immediately have to turn it around. It's it's just insane to me. And then we're seeing these atrocities from our phones, as well as Israel, admitting it and telling us what they're doing. We're seeing it from our phones. Okay, if you think it's okay to kill hundreds of Palestinians for one Hamas member, explain what's also going on in the West Bank. There's videos of IDF soldiers just torturing Palestinian men. They have their eyes blindfolded, their hands are tied back, they're naked, they're being kicked around. It's absolutely so humane and cruel. And then there's also videos of the IDF going in, doing their ground invasion, and targeting and blowing up civilians' cars. I've seen these videos. And you'll come in the comments and say that they're made up and you don't believe them. So you won't even mourn these lives or care they're happening because you won't believe it. You'll say it doesn't happen. Meanwhile, you'll also come in the comments and say the most insane lies about Hamas. It's not even in the news. Some of the things you're saying, if that was true, Israel would be blowing it up. They'd want everyone to know. But you're completely making stuff up. And you care more about that than what's actually happening. And then you're so mad that we don't believe your lies. Meanwhile, we're coming to you with proof. Palestinians are showing you what's happening to them, and you're still saying, I don't believe it. You don't believe it. The crimes that the IDF has committed for years, this is not start October 7th, are atrocious, and they're well documented.